Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, going to be a TVT between ForGG and Flash here on Gladiator. Weird map, good matchup. Left side, bottom is the orange Terran player. It is ForGG with an exclamation mark. He's very excited to be here today. And in the bottom right-hand corner, the red Terran player, it is Flash, playing under SDA, FSD, FAFDS, AFDS. Everybody knows that Smurf name for Flash. Good times. Anyway, there was a request in the channel for a TVT, and figured I'd go ahead and fulfill that, include ForGG and Flash on top of that. So, I mean, hey, Falcon comes through sometimes, it turns out. You know, if you're into that kind of thing. So, going to be TVT action, going to be tanks. Gonna be Marines, gonna be big Wraith balls going after each other. We will see the carnage here on Gladiator. And welcome to the Falcon Paladin channel, by the way, if this is your first time here. I do Brood War casts 5 times a week. One of those is on patreon.com/FalconPaladin, but 4 of them out here. Let's see, I believe, well, depending on time zones, it's basically a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday thing with a bonus one on Friday. That's the one on Patreon, so... Good number of casts here. We get players from all over the place. We get Whitedraw, we get Flash, Jaedong, Bisu are featured fairly frequently. We get players like Haya. We get Larva has been here. So we've even cast some Savior games. I mean, it's you name the Brood War player, I've cast him. Violet was requested to catch a bunch of his games there too. Good to remember him as a player, as he sadly passed away a few years ago. But yeah, it's great. I really like Brood War a lot. Hope you enjoy the cast, and let's go ahead and see what these players are doing. Obviously, just going barracks here. I don't think anybody really wants to go command center first into TVT. Just seems like suicide. Really early gas here as well. And SCV, that's a scouting SCV, man. He's heading out to see exactly where Flash is. Unfortunately, going the wrong way. And on this map, that means you're not scouting Flash for a very long time. It's going to take a really long time to get up around the left side and the top side and down the bottom side, and then finally you'll see where he is. Just absolutely terrible scouting start here for ForGG. If there's a way to be behind after your first scout, this is it. ForGG has showed it to us. Anyway, Marine production has begun here out of Flash, and Barracks a little bit later from ForGG. Was going to finish up here quite soon, and his Marine production will begin as well. Both players are going factory, obviously, as factory is a huge part of TVT. If you don't have tanks, you're really not going to win here. Marines are good, but they're not that good to deal with a multitude of tanks. Positioning of tanks is hugely important. Setting up places where it's very hard to assault without losing a ton of your own units and then being threatened by a counterattack, etc., etc. And then if the game goes long enough, we start seeing Wraith balls built up. Because again, if there are a lot of tanks, tanks can't shoot up. And Wraiths are a great answer to really anything that can't shoot up, as it turns out. SCV sacrificing their lives here to try to help their Marine buddy, and it works! It actually worked. Nicely done. 4 HP on that dude, but he's alive. Meanwhile, heading on down, SCV, he knows based on where that Marine came from. That was actually a proxy barracks from Flash. That's fantastic. That Flash was probably down here. So he sees the factory. He sees the expansion coming up there too. And says, alright, so I understand what we're dealing with here. It's a proxy Marine opening here. SCV here to fight. Marine SCV here to fight. And, the control by Flash is pretty darn good. But SCVs are faster, man. They will hunt you down. They will shock you with a little shocker until you die, which seems weird, but trust me, that's exactly what happened there. So natural base coming in from Flash. ForGG working on his here too. It looks like it's pretty darn even, honestly, as Vulture production begins for both players. Vulture battles pretty micro-intensive. Vultures are fast. Vultures have splash damage with spider mines. I'm not sure we're going to see those here today, but at the very least, the Vulture bikes are going to be ready to go here. He's wearing his red suit to coordinate with the red Vulture he was assigned to drive today. Vulture bike people, pilots, are they pilots or riders or something like that, are very, very fashion conscious and like to coordinate, as it turns out. So yeah, it's going to be factories, it's going to be machine shops, it's going to be floating barracks here for scouting because nothing can shoot up if your opponent's going mech. Here's the stuff, man. Here's what I'm talking about. Vulture versus Vulture is so... Oh, bad pathing there out of ForGG's Vulture, and he does get picked off. That hurts. Losing that early one is a big problem. And suddenly Flash is cruising into ForGG's base with 3 Vultures, and there are none for ForGG there. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Going to lose an SCV. He can't saturate his natural base. He's going to lose that SCV, and just coming on in unopposed. Flash, he just got more vultures than ForGG did. Picked one off. The other one trying to come back home. This is looking so terrible right now. So good against workers, vultures are. They're not good against many things, but vultures are one of those, or rather, SCVs are one of those things. He does get one to pop out here, and he's going to win that battle thanks to the repair. And the defense, and a tank shows up here too, but so many SCVs have gone down. Flash is up 36 to 21 overall supply, and a lot of those are SCVs. His natural base is saturated. His main base is saturated. Those vultures wrecked a ton of workers. ForGG does not have many. Should we count them? It's 11. It's 11, 12 SCVs total right now. And what we're looking at here is at least the 24. Oh yeah, at least 24 for Flash. I mean, he's killing it. He's killing it economically. I don't know if ForGG was trying to cut corners there or what, but man, he did not have the vultures to deal with the attack from Flash, and he paid the price. I like the Goliath. Like, nothing can shoot up, eh? How about this guy? How about this Goliath? It's a weird animation that the missiles come out of that thing, isn't it? I think it is. I think it's a weird animation. ForGG needs to get some stuff done now. He's got a bunch of vultures. He's got a tank, but there are 2 tanks on the other side here for Flash and 2 vultures. It's a matter of, can you dive on top of the tanks here and they're not in siege mode? Is the other player getting speed? Yeah, they're both working on speed. It's going to be done at about the same time, so ForGG will not have an advantage there. Unfortunately, scouting in here with his barracks. He sees what's going on with the multiple number of factories, blah, blah, blah. He sees the supply depots in production. And so far, whatever. I mean, Flash is just doing what you need to do to win a TVT. All right, ForGG, he's got the numbers here. Going to try to pick off. Wow, this is actually looking really good for ForGG all of a sudden. He's picking up. That vulture goes down. The Goliath going down here too. 3 tanks against a lot of vultures here. And the tanks do pretty well in this situation. Tank firing from the back doing pretty fantastically for ForGG as well. But now it is gone. And suddenly the tanks are just having a field day with these vultures. I think Flash is held. Nice block on that ramp. And that's it. ForGG recognizes he can't get anything done here. Flash has won the game in 7.5 minutes. Specifically 7 minutes and 23 seconds of our sneaky twofer. Game number 1 is complete. So yeah, we have more. We have more coming in here, but I mean, that just came down to, it's really amazing how much the StarCraft can come down to. You just didn't have enough vultures in the early game. You lost a ton of workers, you counterattacked and couldn't get it done quite. The tank count was too high for Flash. 3 and 4 kills on those tanks, just absolutely wrecking it and winning it here for Flash. Getting the win and just macroing like crazy. I thought for a second there he might have over SCV'd. Maybe didn't have enough to defend with, but he was making stuff. He was making tanks the whole time, making vultures the whole time. Speed was done for both players at the same time, and that helped immensely. ForGG had a bit of a lead there. Might have been able to take advantage and take control of this natural base, but it didn't happen now. Let's see what he does in game 2, though, of our sneaky twofer. Can ForGG even the score here against Flash, or is he destined to get 2-0'd by the best Terran player of all time? I don't know. Stick with me. We'll find out in just a second. Game 2 is going to be on circuit breakers here. Top left, it is Flash. He's brown. And in the top right, he's purple, and he is ForGG, which I have to say with excitement because of the exclamation mark. It is the caster's code. Hey, did you watch Left Hand versus Mio on Destination back on June 8th? If you haven't, just go watch it. I'm not going to spoil anything about it, but if you watch it, you will be glad that you did. Okay? Left Hand Terran versus Mio the Protoss on Destination. Just search Left Hand, one word, on my channel and you will see it. It only has 16,000 views, which I feel like is a little bit too low for the game that was cast. Alright, alright. Okay, so TVT here again. What is that little symbol there? Is it always there? I'm like noticing things about StarCraft recently. Is that customizable? Can you put your own like clan tag up there or your own personal symbol? I don't know if you can. Somebody will answer. Somebody in the comments will know. You people in the comments are always very, very smart, and you keep me on my toes and keep me accurate about stuff and whatnot, and I'm sure you'll have some constructive feedback about this one too, which I appreciate. Alright, so once again, the SCV scout, actually just a bit of a scout here, just trying to push out and see if there's a proxy or like some barracks coming up at his front door, which there's not. It's all back home. That's all he really wants to know. And then he'll start building his barracks. Again, a bit of a proxy, but not as much as the one in the last game, I don't think. Hey, I've been streaming Brood War here on the channel. You've probably seen the notifications come through, probably seen the videos show up on my videos list. But yeah, I've been streaming your replays. So if you want me to cast your Brood War replays on stream on YouTube, hit me up at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject Brood War replay, and it will probably get cast at this point. I don't have that many user replays, so you can come watch them with me. We can talk about different stuff. We can analyze it together, which is always a lot of fun. Live streaming is fun. I've been enjoying it. Been doing it about twice a week here on YouTube, and then about four times a week out there on Twitch, trying to get both audiences up and growing. And it's been a fun time. It's really been pretty great, honestly. So, natural base coming up now for 4GG. Flash says, no, naturals are for suckers. I'm going right into factory. Your factory is going to be late, and as a result, if tanks show up, you might be in a bit of a trouble spot. Might be in for a problem, I think is what I'm trying to say there. Yeah, man, it delays that factory by quite a bit. 4GG going for the economic opening here. I'm not sure that Flash is going to allow it, based on what we saw in game number 1. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I got this off of the Foreign Brood War Discord server. If you're interested in discussing Brood War with other people who are English speakers, check it out. Foreign Brood War Discord server. Just search Foreign Brood War in Discord. It'll pop up. It's pretty big at this point, pretty well known. Even just Googling it, I think will get you a link to it there too. But I love this bunker. I really do. The bunker means, nope, you're not getting through this at all. No, period. You need a tank to get through, which, I mean, that might be possible because the machine shop's on the way back home, Flash. But yeah, this is pretty good. Bunker comes up just in time. The natural base is going to finish, no problem. Factory production really should begin now, and it does. Factory production here from 4GG are a purple Terran player. Barrack scouting out to see what's coming up to the front door. It's nice to know who's sitting on your porch, right? That's why people buy those Ring doorbells, is they know who's at the front door and can open the door or not. So what 4GG is doing. Wants to know if he should let Flash in. And the answer is no, generally, but I don't know. Sometimes you can bait. You can bait people into your base and then murder them. Hard to pull off. We're going to be honest with ourselves here. Hard to pull off. Don't see it a whole lot, honestly, but when it happens, it's cool. Hey, 3 versus 2. And yeah, get away. Get off my porch. He comes out with a gun and shoots one to death. It's a little bit aggressive there for GG, but I guess you do live in the Kaprulu sector, which is extremely dangerous. And perhaps you need to meet every threat with force. Now, here's the thing about speed vultures. They don't care about your bunker. They will run past your bunker, take just like a couple shots, minimal damage, cruise into your min and wipe out all of your SCVs, which again, we saw this in game 1, so I hope 4G is a little bit more prepared for it. Again, the factory being late hurts him. He's not going to have his own vultures for just a bit of time here. He's hoping to hold it with a bunker full of 4 Marines. Again, speed, oh my gosh, speed is done. Holy smokes, remember what I said? Bye, bunker, nice knowing you. Oh my gosh. SCV building a factory, dead. SCV's on the mineral line, dead. Oh, they got the revenge. They killed one of the vultures, though. That's pretty good. That's some pretty good stuff there for sure. And now SCVs have to take it into their own hands to try to save the day. Oh, that's so brutal. All right, so not as bad. Not as bad as game number 1 there. A couple SCVs went down. But overall, I think 4GG's probably ahead. I don't think that was a good trade for Flash. Vulture trying to get in there, but once again, just a couple of slow vultures and a bunker is enough to make him think about it again. Sees the factories coming up over there, recognizes he's seeing multiple factories coming up here. Whoa, he's going right into Wraith production. Hey, Flash says, you know what? Late game Wraiths are for lesser wimps. I'm going to go for Wraiths now. You going to be ready for that, suckers? And the answer is, I don't know, man. Production says more vultures, and if he knew there were Wraiths coming, he'd probably start making Marines and missile turrets, which none of that is happening right now. Cloak's coming on the way for the Wraiths. Flash, you're so cool. You are so cool. I am in love with the strategy. I'm like, where does factories go? He's not making factories. Not at all. All right, now the question is, can Flash hold on when this army shows up? Because it's a pretty scary army. That said, it's all vultures, and there are a couple tanks in the wall, as well as a bunker, and it is walled off, so the vultures can't get through. This is pretty incredible out of Flash, you guys. Like, I know he's the best Terran player of all time and possibly the best Brood War player of all time, or like race regardless, but every once in a while he just shows me something that makes me believe it again. It like affirms my faith in Flash, you know? Alright, man. Wraiths show up. Anti-air. It's 0 is what it is. Surprise Wraiths! Hooray! Hey! Hooray, surprise Wraiths. The Marines trying to shoot him down out of the sky. Guess what's done, though? Cloak. Cloak is done. You ready for this? He's not even bothering. Oh, there it is. Alright, well now... Oh, this is so mean. This is so mean. Surprise Cloak Wraiths. You can't build anything. All your SCVs are going to die because the Cloaked Wraiths are going after your mineral line right now. I mean, at this point, there's all these spider mines on the ground. And ForGG's like, the spider mines were supposed to stop the army, but nope, not if the army can fly. If the army can fly, they don't care. Flash is getting siege mode behind this. I don't like. ForGG is desperately trying to get an academy for Comsat, but he's losing all of his SCVs doing it. I mean, sure, he's on 2 bases. He's actually probably not that down in economy right now. I mean, sure, he's really down in economy, but not as much as maybe you would consider. This is kind of amazing. Gosh, number of raids is just wrecking everything. 4 kills, 5 kills, 4 kills, 7 kills, 8 kills, and 7 kills. Academy, not gonna finish. Every SCV who's tasked with building it is murdered. Some Goliaths show up and then everybody just cloaks. Says, what was that? What were you shooting at? This is so bad. This is the worst. And ForGG leaves the game. Flash wins it in 8.5 minutes with a Wraith Rush of all things in the world. He wins it with a Wraith Rush. Hey, guess what? Sneaky 3-fer. Ha ha ha. I haven't done one of those in a while. Second 3-fer ever? Maybe third. Something like that. Anyway, it's going to be a 3-fer here for you. So let's check out the final score. It's insane. This is what it is. Flash wins handily, 23,000 to 17,000 there. He's able to kill 38 units and lose 3. You're gonna win a game of StarCraft if you kill 38 units and lose 3. I'm trying to think. There are probably some ways in which you can lose a game of StarCraft by having that ratio, but it's really hard to do, I think. And very rare. Nobody killed any buildings, which is kind of incredible. And then Flash actually did mine more gas, more minerals, and spent a lot more there too, about 10,000 more because, well, at the end of the game there, he was mining stuff, and ForGG wasn't really. Yeah, man, those Wraiths, surprise Wraiths are almost as bad, probably worse than surprise DTs, honestly. At least with DTs, you can hit them with ground units, but, oh, they're permanently cloaked, though. I don't know, what's worse if you don't have detection? DTs hit harder, too. I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 DTs show up. You're probably dead faster than the 5 or 6 Wraiths that show up. That's my estimation. Okay, final game of our Sneaky 3-fers coming. Don't go anywhere. I mean, you can go get a drink, I guess, if you want, but come right back and watch game 3. It's match point for game number 3, which kind of makes sense, I guess. Left side, bottom, is the Teal Terran player. It is ForGG. And at the top right, purple this time, it is Flash. He took the purple from ForGG and the win from ForGG. You know what's funny? I don't think there's been a Siege Tank splash in the first 2 games. Siege was researched, but I don't think a Siege Tank in Siege mode hit anything with it. Huh, maybe we'll see it in this game here on Match Point. Boy, alright, so early game here, not really a whole lot going on, obviously, but thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this TVT action between 2 of the best players, 2 of the most fan-favorite players. Flash is putting on an exhibition right now. He's just kind of playing around with ForGG, and that's, I don't know, I want to see ForGG win one. Can we see this guy win a game against Flash? He's capable of it, without question. He's extremely capable of it. The question is, can he get it done here in this replay, and here in this match today? Because being capable of doing something and actually doing it are two very different things. As it turns out, words of wisdom from Falcon Paladin. Anyway, it's going to be a barracks, then we're going to make a couple marines, then we're going to scout with the barracks, and then we're going to start vulture production and get speed. And then we're going to get wraiths, possibly, if you're Flash. And I don't know if these games are played in order necessarily. This is like Game 1, Game 2, Game 3 as part of the replay pack that was sent out. Again, I don't know if they're played chronologically in order. I don't really have a date played on there. Usually just the date that I downloaded it off of the place I got it from is what is on the timestamp, which is super not useful, as it turns out. So I don't know how recent this is. I want to say possibly 2016 or sooner. 216. Who calls it 216? You're such a weirdo, Falcon. Such a weird dude. SCV scouting marines in production. Yeah, so far my predictions have come true. You may call me most Nostradamus Falcon. Nostralcon, something like that. I don't know. It's late. It's like 12:45 a.m. It's cool. Factory in production here. One factor, obviously, from, well, Supply Depot. Actually, we're reversing the situation here, where Flash goes for the early expand, and then Factory first year from ForGG into the expand after that. So, aha! We are switching it up a little bit. We'll see if Flash is the one that goes down after expanding perhaps a little bit too early, a little bit too greedily, although that wasn't the problem for ForGG in the last game. It wasn't that he was greedy, it's that he didn't scout the double starport. He didn't scout the wraiths being produced, and they caught him entirely by surprise. Without question. So SCV scouting around. Flash is trying to see if there's anything to check out down here, up there. Nope. There's your expansion, though. 3.5 minute timing for ForGG. Bunker at the front for Flash. He is worried about aggressiveness from ForGG, but you know what? Nah, we're good. I mean, there's one vulture on the way, sure, but you don't need to worry about one vulture on the way. I do like this wall-off scenario, though. What else can we put here? Supply depot, maybe, to finish that thing off so vultures cannot get in without flying. Which they can. Dropships are a thing. Factory. Ooh, starport, actually. Oh! 4GG is going for the quick starport this time. Remember where I said you can't get in without flying? That might be what we're going to see here. But if a vulture drop into the main base would be pretty fantastic if Flash is not ready for it. But again, the number of times Flash is completely caught off guard, not that high. I wonder how many times in all of his like tournament play that's ever happened to him, because I'm sure on the ladder it happens more often, but tournament people are a little bit more cautious, a little bit less experimental, I think, a little bit less risk-taking in general. Could be wrong. That's just my opinion. So there we go. Control tower on the way. Doing a Maynard transfer here up to the natural base. A single Marine holding the line there, and Flash is just turtling, so he's not going to be aggressive really anytime soon. He's working on speed. Oh, he's got his own starport coming up, though. Hey, we're going to see Wraith battles early? We might just skip all that siege tank nonsense and go right to Wraith battles, because, hey, that's where we go anyway, right? Yeah, it's a dropship. Dropship from 4GG, making those vultures. He's getting speed. Oh, that's actually... I had my colors mixed up. That's not speed coming up on the way for Flash at all. Turns out, he's making a tank. He's going to finish up that starport. We'll see what he does with it. Get out of here, thing. This is why I like that there's dead space behind maps in StarCraft 2, so this doesn't cover anything, usually. But he's making a Wraith. All right, man. He is making a Wraith again. Flash, come on, dude. 4GG's ready for it this time. So, yeah, I think he's honestly just going to show up with, like, yeah, 4 Vulture Bikes and a dropship. Drop it in the main and destroy everything. That one tank is not going to be able to stop this, I don't think. The Wraith can shut down the dropship, okay? So let's not make any mistake there. Spider Mine's on the way and getting cloaked for the Wraith. Another one in production. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Don't kill a supply depot. That's not worth your time. Here it is, getting right into this mineral line. 4 vultures can kill workers very fast. Man, that tank's a problem, though. Are there 2 tanks? There are 2 tanks here. Yeah, 2 tanks are a problem. SCV's getting wrecked quite nicely. Geez, spider mines do get laid, which is a problem for these tanks a little bit. Another one coming down. Oh, Vulture's coming up to the front a little bit, trying to see what they can do there, but no, that's walled off. Spider mine's getting laid down everywhere, so good damage. Good damage being taken. Does scan and clear the spider mines inside the main base, which is nice. And this Wraith somehow got in the front door. He's got 3 kills already. He will be killed by Wraiths, which is a weird way to die if you're a Vulture pilot. And yeah, Wraiths can kill barracks a lot faster than, you know, well, most anything else here, including Vultures and tanks. All right, so Goliath's in production now for Flash. Academy done. Comsat getting started immediately on both bases. He knows what it's like to lose to Mass Wraith. Ooh, here we go. Valkyrie coming in. I do love a good Valkyrie versus a Wraith. Honestly, anything that can hit a Wraith is a good answer to a Wraith. Just the trick is being able to hit it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? Are we getting Siege Mode? Could we get Siege Mode for the people who wanted to watch TVTs for Siege Mode? I might have to find another TVT where there's actually Siege Mode happening. Hey, look! Cloak Wraiths killing Flash's stuff. Turnabout is fair play. Oh, I guess I should have brought that back a while ago, huh? Yes. Wait, who's making... Ah. That was pretty good, actually. Flash was attacking his own Wraith there, so the splash damage would kill the enemy Wraiths. Valkyrie, man, getting some stuff done here. I'm having a problem because they're flipped, right? ForGG's south and Flash is north, but they should be anyway. Should be flipped there. Tanks on the way here. I don't think they have siege mode. I didn't think I saw it come through. Cloaked Wraith here getting some free shots off on stuff. Trying to finish off a tank or two, but oh, that is siege mode. Hey, siege mode firing. Wraith wiped out by Goliaths and Scan. This is an interesting TVT. I am liking it. Anything that has Valkyries has the Falcon Paladin stamp of approval. I like those a lot. Tanks set up, say, hey, you're mining? It's going to be a problem. Actually, can they not? Oh, whoa, they can't hit that. Okay. For a second there, they just had to be very careful with it. So, Valkyrie, prepared. And suddenly, a really, really scary tank group is showing up, and I don't see what is here for ForGG, honestly. He's bringing in the SCVs. Trying to throw spider mines down on top of these tanks, and if they fire, a lot of SCVs are going to die. And tanks from the backside coming in. ForGG with a flank attack making stuff happen. That tank goes down with 3 kills to his name. This tank just been firing for fun for a while now. Finally starting to take some damage, though. God, what an absolute micro fest this is right now. Both players well over 300 APM at this time. And yeah, Flash is like, you know what? I still have 2 Wraiths and a Goliath and a Valkyrie. So you can't even deal with my race with other Wraiths. Look at this. This Wraith comes in, gets wiped out. Once again, just sacrificing their own lives to make sure the other Wraith dies. Such brave pilots they are. And ForGG is like, it's time to move out. My natural base is a wasteland. SCV corpses litter the ground. We're going to bring more in to add to the littering. Seems like the time to do... or the thing to do at the time. Spider mines, spider mines, spider mines. Hitting a tank, spider mines. Oh, there we go. All right, so finally the Wraiths go down. Valkyrie has to retreat. Big old weird engagement in the middle here. Looks like Flash is winning it. Just tank count is what's important here. Although that guy did get wiped out. Took a spider mine to the face, and that was pretty much it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's nostalgia, but I've always thought it's so pretty. Valkyrie shots are just, they're cloudy and they're blue and they sound neat and they're multiple hits and they're splash damage. Just Valkyries are neat. I wish we saw them more in competitive play. I really, really do. Alright, so third base coming up down here for Flash. Meanwhile, back in Flashville, he's got Mole Factories. Mole Factories. He is working on Wraiths here too. Turning on health bars to try to figure out who's winning these things. It's just... It's so close. It's really close. Both players have spider mines in the middle of the map here, which is fun. But yeah, the trick here for Flash is that he is getting a third base, and ForGG is not. Also, the trick here for Flash is that he has air superiority again, which it turns out is pretty good in TVT. Honestly, in all matchups, if you have air superiority, you're going to be okay. Yeah, I mean, the Wraiths keep coming in here for ForGG, but this Valkyrie's like, I got this. I got 4 kills to my name, suckers. Too many tanks suddenly. 3 tanks to 1 for ForGG. That's really bad news. And that's it. ForGG is out. He got overwhelmed by Flash Macro again. Valkyrie, MVP of the match for sure. Ends up with 4 kills, which is mostly Wraiths. Just keeping the air clear for the Wraiths. For Flash, his Wraiths had a good time too. And yeah, I mean, that was it. Just air superiority, man. That is the theme of this particular game, is Wraiths were just getting free pot shots off on ForGG's army the entire time. Tank count got too high. Third base wasn't really even a factor there for Flash. He just outclassed ForGG 3 times in a row today. I had some high hopes for ForGG, but that did not happen. Did not come through at all. We got some siege mode stuff, but not the big siege tank lines people were interested in. So maybe I'll cast another one. I'll find another longer TVT between, I don't know, like Light maybe and someone else. I'm trying to think of who else would be a fun TVT player, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in the weeks to come. Time for the final score. 54,000 points, 55 for Flash and 47 for ForGG. Units killed 89 for Flash, 46 for ForGG. ForGG outproduced Flash, but man, doubling up on what you lost versus what you killed is just mind-boggling domination there overall. And then resources here for Flash. Again, the natural base for ForGG was shut down quite handily for a few minutes there, and that explains this discrepancy. Explains where all those tanks came from at the end of the game is Flash had mined 18,000 more resources, and then some. Wait, had 3,000 more resources, and then some for ForGG by the end of the game, and he used those and got the win. So, ta-da! Good game for sure, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.